Okay, so I wanted to make a valid point on the Balluff IO-Link modules that you're going to be using in Studio 5000 version 32 or even RS Logic's 5000. Keep in mind there are different EDS files when you use these, right? So if you utilize the wrong EDS file, your IO or your add-on instruction that you currently use is going to be slightly different. What do I mean by that is if I go up here to my IO tags, I have three things. I have my configuration, I have my inputs, and I have my outputs. If I were to add another one in here, let's just say for instance I added a generic module, or I added in another Balluff, right, that I currently have, right? So let me just add this BIN or BNI007C. So I'm going to add that in, and let's give it a name. Let's come over here and actually let's give it an IP address first. Let's call it 12 private network, and we'll just call this Balluff, and we'll just call this Balluff IO to keep it simple. That way you kind of understand exactly where we're at. Again, this is not the generic module. This is going to be using the EDS file. I'm just showing the importance of the different EDS files that you currently get. Okay, so we've added that in, and you notice the two things that I've got. I only on this EDS file that I currently have down here that I just added is slightly a little bit different than the other EDS file that we currently had on the prior video. Now again, when it comes down to it, the only thing I have on this one is the inputs and the outputs. So you see I only have my input data and my output data. Okay, so if I open this IO up, you can see that I only have the 128 on the input, and I have 86 on the output. Well, that's the exact model again that you could be using. Now if I come over here to the website and I were to type that in, let's just say for instance I type that whole thing in. I have my part number right here. If I type in this and I go to search, actually let's go right here and let's Control C, Control V. Now again, it's not going to find anything. Take away the BN, then you're going to be able to find it. Then I come over here, and then that's when I find the model that I had. Now utilizing that model, I come down here to downloads. Again, I'm using their own website to get all this information. So go to Balluff's website and get all their information from their website. And I'm getting the EDS file directly from here. I click this right here, it downloads the EDS file and also downloads the manual. If I wanted to do the manual in, like if I just open up the manual and I wanted to come over here and add all this stuff manually, like I could come over here and add all this stuff right here. It does show you how to add this manually if you wanted to. Again, when you come down to it, it's a generic module, and it does tell you right here, if you use this generic module, it does tell you how to set it up. It tells you use the instance of 128 over 86 on the outputs. So, but the difference is when you're using this on your PLC, you need to know the difference, because whatever IO you're using, whatever EDS file you've added, again, when you come down to adding your EDS file, it's up here on Tools, and then you click Next. Well, if you go to Tools and you click EDS File Hardware Install, and then you go to Next, and then you add your EDS file, you go right here, and you look into wherever you downloaded the EDS file. In my case, I put them on the desktop. It's pretty simple. If I were to add these in, again, right here, you can easily see where they're at. Okay, so if I add these in, it's just merely adding it in just like that. And then that gives me the ability to actually go in and show you, as we just did, how to add it into your IO. Right, you just merely click right here, go to New, and then you click in right here. Instead of typing in the Allen Bradley part number, you type in the Balluff part number, and it does come up as your third-party vendor at that point in time. Now that does, again, what the importance of this video is showing you the difference in the information you're getting. this very first one up here, I'm able to use the AOI. So this AOI that we built, I'm able to use this, right? Now, not that we built, that we utilized. We got this AOI from the website. Again, how to get to their website, that is the Balluff AOI website right here, the AOI instructions, and that, again, when you come down to it, if you need to actually get that information, you go to downloads on your Balluff website, go up here to the drop down menu, go to downloads, and then you come over here to downloads and you go to PLC modular coding. PLC modular coding, fill out the information, then they'll send you a link, and then you'll have the ability to get all of these actual AOIs that you currently need. So with that said, that's the difference between the two. With the IOs and with the EDS file, it can get kind of confusing on what you're using, so just keep in mind, utilize whatever is for your part number, right? Your part number is very important when it comes to your EDS files, and it's very important when it comes to your AOIs or your add-on instructions. So hopefully that was helpful, and we'll see you guys on the next one.